Hi everyone, it's Cindy. Welcome back to Studioloo. I am here today with a Tackle the Box episode. If you are unfamiliar with what that means, essentially I'm still working through this box of like random materials that I cleared from a shelf in my studio to move my printer. So everything that was there I need to use up because my printer lives there now. So I'm still working on the box and I really want to get it off my floor because I don't like having anything on the floor. So I've got today the complete illustrated Thornburn's mammals, and these are Italian heritage programs for kids about different things, and I want to go through them and just kind of decide like what will I actually use and how I will use it, or will I not use it, and we'll prep those things. So I think first I'm going to go through this Thornburn's mammals book. Yeah, we'll do that first. So I'll start just kind of taking out these signatures. Now this I do not think I will use, except for words, nice big words. So let's make that like a little side project. Then this, the whole book wants to come right out. Let's do that. I do think I'll probably use the cover images too because they're really nice. These will be good for backing because they're blank on the back. So that's like two good backing sheets if I don't tear them here. There's one. So I'll put those in my backing stuff, which is in this basket down here. Same with this. And then these are the bats. So the reason that I like haven't used this book, like I was going to go through it and make some ephemera with it, is there's these bats. And I didn't want to lose them because they'd be so good in a Halloween journal. And there's a few pages of them. So I just want to kind of separate them out from the rest of this because they will be awesome for a Halloween situation. I wonder if they'll fit in this. If not, I may have to get one of my, I have clear bags. No, it'll fit perfect. Yeah, and it's okay if it doesn't close. I'm okay with that. I can deal with it. I just want to have that as a Halloween folder. So next we have this cute. These are too big to use as pages, I think, pretty much. That's very cute. It would be nice in the middle of a signature, but the back would have to get covered. I don't really like it because it has a worm, a mole-eating worm, but I do like that hedgehog. And I mean, obviously I have the option to do ephemera with that, but I kind of like these flowers. So I think I will make it a signature with a covered back. So it will go in my ephemera pile. This cute but angry looking wildcat. I kind of like the shrews better. The little shrews. That will go into ephemera. I like the fox, but I'm not so big on the walruses for the kind of work that I do. So that'll go ephemera. I don't really see myself using seals in my work, so I'll probably donate these to the thrift store again. So that would go into this pile, because I know people like buying plates, like wood plates. Not really into any of those. Oh, actually that frog is good. Yeah, we'll keep that for ephemera. These are all the angry Weasley guys. Pine Martin, I'll probably just donate that one. I'll just put them in like a paper clip and donate them as just a bunch of plates. That's beautiful. Squirrel, the mushrooms. And I think I could, no, I could get away with using it as a center signature, I think. In a nature book, maybe, if I covered the bottom here so we didn't just have a weasel butt. We'll see. Yeah, that's all good for ephemera. Rats. Not so into rats. I'm not a fan of rats. Voles are good. Bunny, obviously love bunnies. Red deer. Oh, these cows are beautiful. Wow. Voles. Okay, narwhal's amazing. Alright, so there we go. So those are the pages ultimately that are like left. And then this is all just words. All the notes. There might be a few black and white illustrations, but I don't think anything that I really need. And I don't want to go through these for words really. So I'm going to recycle that. And then we've got this cover. And I love this. I think it's really cool. So I think I could make like 2 pieces out of those. So that'll be what I keep from that book. It's a lot thinner than it was, a lot less bulky, but I do want to take it to the next step of making as well with that. Now let's go through these iColori things. Generally, I don't know how I feel. I think I could honestly use these in journals kind of as they are as pages now that I'm looking at them. So, you know, now it's just a matter of finding the right journal for these. So actually I don't necessarily think that I will process these down today. This one maybe. I don't really know if there's much in here I'll use. I mean, I'd use that and that. No. Yes. Yes. Okay, maybe there is. So I won't process these down. I actually think I have a little spot I can put these with my signatures because these are a nice size for folding in half. They really feel designed for that. You know, they've even got the line in the middle. So we'll keep that. We'll focus on this Thornburn's book. Okay, so that's put away, and I did cut up the words out of that paper. So we are using stuff up. So now I need to decide what I want to do with these pages. So these are like really nice, these whales, but like I think really the only way I can use this up is to kind of pick a side and then make journal cards with these that would be nice and like any kind of an oceany or, you know, a fish kind of story. I like this one, but I also like this one. This guy's kind of like my driving, like I want him in there more than the others. So let's just see. Pull him out. Can I use that one still? I can, yay. Right, so we'll trim this down a little. Let's just kind of get our stack of like materials ready. It's a nice like way to process through things. I always feel good when I use up an entire book. This is kind of like a use your books episode, which I also do use your books as one of my recurring kind of videos that I do. But this one is still about tackling that box. I'm going to keep making the tackle the box till the box is in fact tackled. Because it needs to happen. I'll be very burdened by a box on the floor. It's in my pottery studio, so it's like in the way. I think I'm also going to be starting my retro vintage nostalgia journals soon, because I've got a whole tote also in that room of those supplies that I've been like keeping for a while. Oh, that's so nice. This one I feel like I'm okay to not see these guys. I might want to like make a signature with the narwhal and the white, the beluga, I guess, because like they're gorgeous, but it is a little big. I wonder if I can, and I would make like a center signature with it. My child is yelling. Is he calling me or is he? Oh, he's asking the dog to come back. Okay. Well, he's shouting at the dog to come back. Hopefully he stops shouting at the dog. He has stopped. Okay. Sometimes my son, like, he accidentally lets the dog out of, like, there's a door between where the dog's allowed to go and where he's not allowed to go. He's not allowed to have the full run of the house because he's a beagle and he'll look for trouble. So sometimes the dog gets out and my son's like, get back here. The dog listens, though. He's pretty good. When he was younger, he was a bad boy. He would just, like, look at you, and it was so funny. I mean, I don't know. I grew up with beagles, so I have a lot of patience for them because they're funny troublemakers. I actually like troublemaker animals. I don't know what it is, but those are always my favorite pets, are the ones that, like, they tend to get in more trouble. Because when he was little, he would, like, he would do the same thing. He always wants to run out into the dining room when the door gets opened, and so he'll do that. He still does it, but now he's just like, okay, it's the dining room, and he comes back. But he used to think it was like the most exciting thing ever. So he'd run it into the dining room, and then, you know, you'd be like, come back, Rex. And he would just look at you with the most mischievous, like, look in his eyes, and off he would go. It was like to the races. He's upstairs, and he runs around. You hear him thundering around upstairs. And he just kind of waited. Like, you knew he was going to come back. It was just a matter of, like, you know, a couple of minutes he wanted to run around, because we have a long hallway upstairs, and so yeah, he enjoyed doing that because he's a troublemaker. So I think what I'll do with this is I'll stitch around it and then I'll fold it in half, so we'll have that nice piece of, that whole piece of paper now, right, to write on. That will be fun. So that's that one. Next we have these whales. These are Sowerby whale and Cuvier's whale. Oh, I love that one though. The sperm whale, that's cool. I think I want to do the same kind of thing with this one. But like, what would it look like if I folded that in half? I mean, you'd have a head and a bum on either side. That actually kind of might be okay. Yeah, I'm okay with that, to be honest. That's a nice signature in a nature book. I'll just trim this a little. Okay, so that's done. Then we are on to another page of whales here. Oh, two together. Oh, that one's really pretty with the common rorqual and Sibyl's rorqual, or blue whale. Also just gorgeous. What would that look like folded? I think acceptable again. Yay. Yeah, so those would be like center pages. Yep. Those are really cool. And it's like a vertical. Oh, but I like these cows too. Why don't I do a half and half? I'll use this cow. And then I'll use this whale. I think I need my chopper here. I'm getting a little uneven in my tearing today. Might be the paper. Sometimes the paper doesn't tear as consistently as other paper. So what I might do is just make a journal card with this. Little smaller. That would be good. Yeah. Okay, and then my cow friend here. The Chillingham bull. Make a tag with that. That would be nice. Okay. Cows or deer? These cows look a little wild. He's like, I will destroy you. It's a little scary. I'm gonna go with this this deer scene. I think it's nicer. Okay, glue stick. We know you're here. going to cut some off of this edge. Here. I think that would be nice. These are roe deer. I think what I may do with this is I like the handwritten thing that says roe deer, the label. Kind of feels like a bit of a like a gallery label on a piece of art. So let's kind of create that here. Roe deer. Perfect. Set those aside again. I think I'll just kind of keep on keeping on right through this. Trim a little from the top of this one, but I got to keep its magnificent horns here. This is a fallow deer. Right there. And then I think I will also make a pocket with those beautiful leaves. Those are chestnut leaves. I could have a screaming deer pocket. I think I'll pass on that. But I will take again the fallow deer handwritten label. Okay. Put that over there and that over there. Oh, the bunnies, the hard one. Now I can't, yeah, I don't think I could fold. No, would not work. I think I'm going to go with the white bunny. I would normally choose the other one, but I'm going to go with the mountain hare, the winter mountain hare today. Oops. There we go. That's just scrap. I mean, obviously you can use this. Maybe I'll keep some of it for a pocket. There we go. Yeah, that'd be a nice pocket. Then I think I'll trim some of that down because it's just going to be huge. But again, with this label, my kids this morning, my son, he got this recipe to make slime from school, and he's been talking about it yesterday. He's like, you know, I really want to make this slime, and you know, he had the recipe, and so you needed contact solution to make it, but nobody in this house wears contacts, so my husband had to go out and get it with him. So he took his ingredient list with him that he hand wrote from school, and it's so cute. So I think he was breaking some hearts at the store this morning while he was trying to make get his contact solution. So then they came home with the glue and the contact solution and whatever else, I think like baking soda or cornstarch or something. And so I gave them some food coloring and some peach smelling concentrate, like for creating, like, you know, candy, peach candy. And they went right to town on making slime, and that entertained them for a good hour. That was fun. Okay, nothing here. Well, maybe that actually. That's a nice, like, floral background. Keep that. We're going to tackle the box. It's so good. Now this one I love. I want to keep the whole entire thing. I'm gonna just trim it a little on both sides. Yes. That's good. Then I need to cover this side probably because it will... Well, actually, you know, maybe I don't. Because what I can do with this, you know, you've got this kind of cut off area. Put a belly band there because the leaves and the acorns and the feather here are really nice. And then you'll have the weasel over here. He's cute, but then that's in the middle. So yeah, we'll keep that as a signature. This one didn't appeal to me hugely. I do love these. There's the frog. That's what I wanted to keep. So the frog. And more than likely, I'm going to find that the flowers are on... No, they're not on the other side. Okay. Okay. Where are they? Right there. Do we want that badger? I don't think so. So what I'm going to do is that. And we're going to make a pocket. Trim it down a little, and that'll be a fun pocket. Fox. This is another one that's cool that I think I'll cover the back and keep the whole thing for a centered signature. Because there's a walrus on the back, so I don't think I want the walrus. But I like this, and I like how there's like a little bird skull and feathers and these lovely foxglove up the side with the fox. That's really cute. So, do the same kind of thing here. Glue this down. I'm going to take my family out for lunch this afternoon and maybe go out in a lovely, cool fall nature day. There's a little event that I'm going to stop by that's like called like Hideaway Hollow or something. It's like an outdoor art kind of event for kids and families. My girlfriend, she's an art teacher, and one of her students organized it, so she invited us because she wanted to get together, but she ended up getting sick, so I can't see her today, which is sad because I totally miss her, but I want her to stay cozy and get better. Because yeah, teachers have it rough, I think. She said that some of the other staff at her school had been ill, and some of the kids, and she actually had quite a light illness, but she doesn't feel good like coming out and seeing people when she's sick. She's very ethical that way, and I appreciate it. I love people who are like communicative about being sick so that they don't spread it around, because you know, you never know what people are dealing with. But this past week I had a routine doctor's follow-up appointment with my rheumatologist, because I have so when I was pregnant, my sacroiliac joint, my SI joint, got a little overstressed, and so they just like to monitor it because it's not like fully normal anymore, and it had caused me a little bit of back pain, but I have stretches that I do that keep me, you know, good. I'm not like suffering. So they just like to do x-rays every now and then to make sure it's not progressing or anything, because then they'd be looking at, is this a condition versus like a condition of pregnancy or an illness or something that caused it. So I got my x-rays. Everything is exactly as it should be. Nothing has progressed in a way that's concerning, which is good. Still exactly the same. You know, it hasn't healed, but it can't really. So while I was there, it was good to see a lot of people masking up because it's a medical building, and like I always wear a mask when I go into medical buildings, because like you have no idea what people have sure why they're there. It's just a whole building of different kinds of doctors, and you know, you don't want to give people something or catch something that's not fun. I think what I might do with this is actually make a tag with this part. I like him. And then I want to do the same over here, that pocket. But like maybe an upper pocket. So I'll go with that. Then, yeah, that would be cool. And there's room to fold the edges. Oh, these guys are so cute. I love those flowers too. These are water vole. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the water vole. Trim the edge a little because I want to get both of my voles in here. Yeah, that's good. These are cute wood mice. I think I'll go with this side. Separate him from the other two. Turn that down a bit. That's cute. Then this one. I actually don't think I really need to keep that one a whole lot. Actually, that might go good in the Halloween basket because it's rats, like they're ratty kind of guys. Put them with the bats. All right, that's a dormouse. These are harvest and wood mice. I like these guys up in these little, I always love seeing, like, you know, you usually see red-winged blackbirds, how they balance in these, like, oats and things. I always love seeing those. So let's make a couple of those. Those are fun. And these two guys, they are busy bees as well. With this little pod that they're looking at. Oh, we're through the pages. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to cut apart the cover. I should cut this here first. Those are great. We just chopped up a whole book. Yay! Okay. Now, let's grab this stack of things here, because these are the things, and the whales, of course, that I now need to back. I need to back all these things and make them into something. So, with some exceptions. So for this one, I'm just going to round the corner. This is off the cover, so that's a good pocket. This one, I think I'm going to round the edges on this one as well. At the bottom, 1 and 2. And then up here, I'm going to try to create like a free-form shape. We want to get rid of those words, right? And come in here. And this could be like a belly band or Really, it could be a journal card, but I kind of like the idea of it being a belly band. Trim that off. So those two are done. And then same thing with these. So this one, I think I'm going to also make it a journal card with rounded corners. And this one, I think I'll make into a tag. Just kind of lends itself to being a tag. It's very nice. So that's the cover used up. So now all these things, I won't make you watch, but I'm going to back all of these things, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what I turn them all into. So my little party of making is over, and would you believe that we actually have 33 usable pieces from that book? Let's do a quick flip through of them. So from the cover, the belly band, pocket, journal card, tag. This tag, Shirley, she could not still be playing a game. Stitched around, added fabric on top, added a little Tim Holtz girl holding a bunny. I liked that background with those orange flowers. These lovely wood mice, stitched a leaf and some scrap seam binding. Another little mouse. These are the two that were up in the reeds or the oats. Stitched them, put something on top, stitched this journal card. This fun tag. I love the colors, the pink and this very dark water vole. And then another stitch. And these I didn't even stitch around. I just turned in the edges so that they would make nice pockets. Another tag that we stitched some fabric on. This is like a specimen card. I added a little specimen label. Simple tag. I could put some words up here. I could stitch, add fabric, little frog there. I just kept it simple for now. Another one of the voles that I stitched. One of the common hair cards. Two more pockets handled the same way. I gotta flip this now. I think everything's going this direction now. A nice large journal card. And another one. Then this tag, and you'll see everything is backed now. This tag, I added some eco-printed fabric on top. The Roe Deer journal card, Atlantic right whale, and humpback whale. This is the humpback, the journal card. Then these ones I made into 3 like long rounded journal cards. I really like the way they turned out. They made me feel like they'd be nice inserts. Like they feel like a professional card with that 1/4 inch rounding. And then, of course, the stuff that we decided to leave as signatures. So those are kind of bonus that they didn't really require anything. Then these are the ones that I loved them for the center signature, and I just backed and stitched with paper. And the narwhals. So that is the whole collection of things, and I've got one less book in the studio, and I've got all this that's ready to be used now. So thanks for joining me for this Tackle the Box. We tackled some things, and I will talk to you again very soon. Bye for now.